Any pizza with any toppings for just $9.99 online. Only at Domino's.
Good morning, Derek. Good morning, Bill. Two goofballs. Good morning, goofies. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, K-Mama. Little Roy. It's nice to see everybody this morning. Good morning, Paigey. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, HP. Kitty cat, Zilla. Good morning, everyone. Classic. Doing a blast. Good morning. There's a Brian. I can see Brian. Or is it Brian C? Do we see Brian or Brian C? Good morning, nerds. Good morning, my good friend. No, where's Sherry? I don't see. Where's Sherry? Did you see a Sherry, Jesus? Where's Sherry? I don't see Sherry. Good morning, Sue Little. Freddie Hink, all the way from the cornfields. My sister has a beautiful vacation home in Delaware. In their backyard, after the end of their property, the whole back is a cornfield. And it's been so neat to watch that corn grow. Yeah. Corn is, I love watching corn. When I was a kid, I grew a few stalks of corn in our yard. But it never cross-pollinated. There wasn't enough of it. I was trying to be an Indian. I had read, I was a little reader boy, and I was reading how Indians, back in the day, when they would plant their corn, they would pull out a little spot, drop a couple of kernels of corn in there, and a fish head for fertilizer, and then they'd cover that and watch it grow. So I remember begging my mom, I'm like 12 or 13 years old, and I wanted to be an Indian farmer. So I was allowed a little plot in the backyard, and my mom and I went down to a fish store. Paige, we went down to a fish store somewhere in town and asked them if they had any fish heads that we could get from them. So sure enough, I don't remember if we had to buy them or they just gave them to us. I can't remember. But I went home and I planted my corn Indian style. I had fish heads. Yeah, I was a little goofy. No, I haven't changed much. But what a sweet mom. What a sweet mom. Okay, honey, we'll go get you some fish heads. All the other kids in the neighborhood were wanting, I don't know, games and things like this and that. Materialish stuff. I like, what do you want? I'd like fish head, please. It's a very fishy story, Fred. Okay. But oh, that sucks, Derek. But yeah, I always have had a bit of a green thumb. Always. Most of what I try to grow works out. Fish emulsion fertilizer. Joe D's, real quick. I didn't reply in writing to you yesterday, but what a beautiful letter you wrote me. And the spirit of it was pure kindness and love, and I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for the kind words and the even kinder thoughts that were in that message. I sincerely and completely appreciate you, and your package will be going out today. Good morning, cleaning. Happy birthday yesterday. Happy birthday yesterday. Good morning to the cleanster. Yes, Joe, it was absolutely beautiful. I got all the feels, so thank you, my good friend. Cleanie, talk to us. Happy birthday to Dave. Happy birthday. For the rest of the day, happy birthday. He's clean and he grows. Happy birthday. Hope it's great to the toes. Cleany, clean, clean. Happy birthday to you. Cleany, did you catch any salmon yesterday? Cleany, good morning, Zareth. Cleany, did you catch any salmon yesterday? Give me a fish report. What's the fish report, Cleans? Talk to us. Happy birthday to Classic Blaster's daughter-in-law. Oh, he wants to forget yesterday happened. What? Oh, no. Carnivorous's birthday is Sunday. Wow. I just want to forget this. Forget yesterday happened. Cleanie, did you get skunked? Tell us. You can tell us. Pops has admitted when he got skunked. Remember? My skunk smelt, though. Niffy, we're going to give him a whole weekend. Derek Anderson thinks you might have fell off the boat. Good morning, baby Blue, all the way from Canada. Cleaning, you got skunked. I'm sorry. Yeah, the big birthday fishing trip. And it goes... I'm sorry, Queenie. I had to do it. Okay? Ice cream has a theory. Good morning. Oh, that's too bad. Good morning, everybody. Car trouble, too. Woof, woof, woof. You had one of those. You had a complete day yesterday. Let's see about this. What can we do about this right here? Oh, wait. Give me a second. Give me a second here. I never know. Give me a second. What's going on with this? Okay, I get it now. Okay. Give me a second, Tom. I'm lining something up here.
find out. Can a chemically altered experience really bring spiritual enlightenment? People tend to confuse the experience they get from psychedelics
Look at her cute
with
shirt.
true spiritual awakening. They can give you a glimpse of something deeper, but they won't do the real work for you. So what's the real work? The real work is showing up in love every day and at every moment to uplift the consciousness of the earth. Spirituality is not what you get, it's what you give. Getting is having an experience. Giving is showing up in love every day over a lifetime. Don't get me wrong, they're always fun, but you gotta remember, once you get the message, you hang up the phone. You can trust me. I'm a good witch. Can psychedelics really make you a spiritual witch?
Saint witch. Spiritual witch.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Can a chemically altered
Let me go to one more. I guess I'm doing people in my age demographic today.
If you ever need a reminder that yes, you belong here, and no, it's not you. These are crazy times. Well, that's what I'm here for. So come take a walk with me and the dogs, and let's have a little you time. I used to wake up feeling like the world had a place for everyone else, but not for me. Like I was always one step behind, or just too different to ever quite fit in. It actually got worse after I moved up here to the mountain and had less distractions to ease the suffering. Then I started noticing how the nature around me wasn't asking me to be anything other than what I am. And I wanted to be more like my dogs, greeting every new day with tails wagging, totally present, not questioning if they deserve to be here. They just are. And that's what I want to remind you of today. You don't have to prove yourself to belong. You don't need to hustle harder, be more, or figure everything out first. Just by breathing, by being here, you're not outside of life. You're right in the middle of it. And you belong. Exactly as you are. If you ever need a reminder that, yes, you belong here, and
Good morning, we all belong.
these are crazy times.
Good morning, you guys. I got an older guy and an older girl to give us a small message. Those came to me, Vegas sent those to me. Beautiful. Nice words, and I love them. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It does, right, Waz? It does. I agree with you. Let's get this business. Good morning. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful day. How was yesterday? Did everybody do their best? Give me 5 people that did their best yesterday. Just yesterday. I don't care about the past and I don't care about the future. How did you do just yesterday? When you laid your head down, even Cleany did. Cleany had nothing went right for him. No fish, broken cars, frustration. I bet you he handled it very, very well. It's how he handled it that made it him doing his best, not what he caught. It has nothing to do with what he caught. It's who he was in the process. Give me 5 people that agree to that. 42 people here, 28 likes. You guys are a little light on the likes this morning. Sammy agreed. Nerdy gets frustrated but does his best. Nerdy, you guys are doing a great job with that Colorado Michael League. You continue to impress me. I love your advertising. I wish I had those skills to be able to put some of those posters and advertising business together that you guys do. I'm absolutely, every time I see it, I'm like, some professionals did this. I'm guaranteeing you. 42 people, 35 likes. Ninjabulo Zulu. Ninjabulo Nabulo. Did you hit your like button? There you go, Aaron. HB, there sure are. Jesus Christ, you only get 3 likes because there's really 3 of you. I've heard of the Trinity before. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Oh, let me tell you guys a story. Let me tell you a quick story. My mom tells this story. She grew up with her grandfather was a Baptist minister, fundamentalist. And she's about 5 years old and she goes to Wednesday night services and Sundays and stuff. And because her grandfather was the minister, he performed burial rites. Okay? And she, just as a result of being around it, probably saw a few more funerals than most 5-year-old kids do. Okay. The story is, and they also lived on a farm. Okay? And she tells the story of the time her grandfather peeks around the corner and he's watching her. Mother hen had laid some eggs and the babies came, little chicks. And one of the chicks died. Okay? One of the little chickies died. And so my mom dug a hole in the yard and she's going to hold a funeral for the baby chick. And she's saying the words over the top of the baby chick as she's slipping the baby into the grave. And she says, in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the Holy Ghost. And in the Holy Ghost. Okay? That's what the little 5-year-old had been thinking she'd been hearing all along. She heard at funerals and in the Holy Ghost. Oh, my grandfather told the story at church many times after that. Okay. Oh. Excuse me. Nipper. I knew you would like that one. It's way cute. But in the name of the Father, and the Son, and in the Holy Ghost. Oh, I'll never forget that story. I think it's hilarious. Okay? Oh, kids are so innocent and so they're repeating what we say. They repeat what we say, and they repeat what we do. That's a perfect example. So innocent, okay? Thanks for the update on that, Fred. Okay. Thanks, Fred. Thanks for the share. Eggs out of the mouth of babes. Okay. He does cremations. Is that what happened to your father, married? We know the story about what you did with your father's ashes. Well, Mush Fest. Married Michael. That's Daniel. Daniel's telling the story. Oh, jeez. I'll let Daniel tell his own story. Woo. Daniel was growing some weed, some greenie, and he sprinkled his dad's ashes in there as fertilizer. I'm not laughing. I promise I'm not laughing. Okay? We smoked his dad. Okay? He told us after we hit it. Okay? He told us after. Okay? It helps him feel close to his dad. I'm like, I can't believe we smoked your dad. No, eggs! Eggs! That's funny. Eggs says, don't laugh, Pops, you're going in a tub. I'm going to be a substrate. Oh no! A specialty on substrate this week. Okay. Oh, eggs. That'd be some good stuff right there. That's funny. I'm gonna end up in a tub. Instead of dino soil, it'll be papa soil. Okay? And then we'll grow ghosts from it, right? Specific ghost substrate. Oh, stop it. My nose is running. You're making it worse. Okay. Oh, that sounds great. I'm not even opposed. I'm not opposed. I'm not. Okay. Pop soil with Kirby dust. Yes. Oh, I don't even mind. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Drip into your own grave. There's a lot of material here. We can do something with this. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this for agreement substrate. No, it's got to be pop soil. We're going to call it pop soil. And at the funeral, we'll smoke some of married Michael's dad. Okay, impeccable mycelium. Will you guys please stop it so I can get serious here? It's starting to get serious. Alright? Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, pop soil. That's what it's going to be called. Thanks, Higgs. You're in charge. Higgs is going to make a mint. Okay. Adam, I'm not your grandpa. I don't have grandkids, so I can't possibly be your grandpa. But good morning. Okay, Higgs, you're on it. The trustee. The trusted trustee. I'm getting all nerdy. Pop soil. Oh, jeez. That's what they called married Michael's dad. So he was doing some pop smoke. Pop smoke and pop soil. Okay. Let me read an article to you guys. Okay? There's something seductive about the idea that microdosing could be a way to chip away at old wounds without the intensity of a full psychedelic journey. But when trauma runs deep, you might wonder whether the gentler approach can ever reach the crux of the issue. And if not, is it any better than a Band-Aid? So for today's issue, we asked a network of practitioners, can microdosing help trauma at the root? Or do I need to keep microdosing indefinitely? When can I stop? They gave it to us straight. Our practitioners were unanimous on one core point. Microdosing alone doesn't heal trauma. Summer McCool explains. Microdosing isn't meant to be a lifelong crutch. It's a tool. It can help soften defenses, and it can open new perspectives and gently bring buried patterns to light. But the healing happens when you integrate what arises. Sherry Coley frames microdosing as a catalyst, not a cure. She explains that microdosing can create windows of neuroplasticity and emotional openness that support healing when paired with therapy, reflection, and intentional practices. But microdosing on its own is unlikely to make a dent in your trauma. I'll go on with the article, but I'll give you my perspective briefly. Microdosing to me is a vitamin. It's my brain vitamin. Now, when I'm in a better emotional state, I can deal with my issues. But it isn't the microdosing that's doing the dealing with the issues, it's still me. To me, it's like my Fred Flintstone vitamin. And it's made a difference in my neuroplasticity, my creativity, and my emotional availability. Now, what do I do with those things is the key. Do I go back and look at past trauma and deal with it? Or do I just take another microdose tomorrow and move on? Kimberly mentions you still got to put in the work. Carrie Rowe Laframbeau warns against setting unrealistic expectations. There is a common misconception in the psychedelic space that the medicine will heal. The medicine is a tool, not a magic bullet or a panacea. It only works if you do. It's all about integration. I didn't want to have to worry about integration. I just wanted to take a pill and get fixed. Give me 5 people that want to just take a pill and get fixed. Well, there's a whole lot of pills out there that aren't fixing anybody, aren't there? Anybody want to just pop a pill tomorrow? Man, I'm fine. That was my original intention. It sure would have been easier. I didn't want to deal with integration. And the deeper and more I'm learning and understanding, I still have a lot of responsibility. I still have a lot of work to do. The consensus among practitioners is that lasting transformation is possible only as a result of what happens between doses. Mary Decker explains that the real work lies in long-term integration, journaling insights, tracing them to their roots, creating a plan, and making changes that align with your values. Those are the changes I'm making. Wallace Murphy emphasizes the relational aspect of healing. Microdosing rarely heals trauma at the root by itself, because healing is relational. And the doses work best alongside therapy, somatic practice, and safe connection. Find someone you trust to talk to, and you'll squeeze much more juice out of microdosing. I gotta close the dog door. I'll go on. Joe Ross describes the gradual process of integration done right. Microdosing passes your default mode, or the way you typically perceive and react. Over time, you can habituate a new default mode. So you no longer need to microdose to get there. Once you've internalized new patterns of thinking and being, the medicine becomes unnecessary. You'll know when it's time to stop. Going back to the original question, we got an encouraging answer from our practitioners. Microdosing isn't meant to be forever. Oksana Kirasnova offers clear guidance. You'll know it's time to stop when you no longer rely on microdosing to feel regulated or connected, but instead you carry these shifts within you. Summer reminds us to tune into our inner wisdom. You can stop when you feel resourced and connected to yourself. Trust your intuition. It will let you know when the practice has served its purpose. If you're still not sure, Wallace offers a practical test. You can stop when your gains hold without it. I like that. When your gains hold without it. Space doses out. Take 2 to 4 week breaks. And if sleep, mood, and reactivity stay steady, off protocol, then let it go. Now that the benefits have integrated, you have a new baseline. And as Falcon Stephan points out, an intermittent personal maintenance program designed by you might feel better than stopping forever. That's where I am. I'm in an integrated, intermittent personal maintenance program right now. Without microdosing, my brain wouldn't have been open to these new ideas and recognizing how messed up I had been in the world. It was the microdosing that opened my brain. And it also gave me a willingness to be connected to the world and to you guys in a way I had never done before. I couldn't be more grateful. If the question is whether psychedelics can help resolve trauma, even at smaller doses, our answer is a full-throated yes. Don't let anyone tell you you need a macrodose to heal trauma. Shoot, you don't have to use psychedelics at all. As many of our practitioners said, the medicine won't do the healing for you. It just makes it easier. A lighter dose of help is help nonetheless. As for when it's time to stop, we'd add, there are still some thorny, unanswered questions about cardiac risks of regular ongoing psychedelic use. So there may be health reasons to cycle off, beyond the psychological ones our guides mentioned. I want you guys to take that serious. There has not been nearly enough study as to ultimately long-term, large usage, what it might do to our cardiovascular system. Most of all, Okay, Mama, I take days off. I'll do a 5 days on. Let me get back to you. Let me finish this and I'll get back to you. Most of all, please try not to fall into the trap of thinking microdosing is just a better Lexa Pro. At the end of the day, it's more a skill than a pill. Give me 5 people that like that article. I mean, it's stuff we already know, I think, but we have to talk about it. Protocols. Protocol is your schedule. How you're going to do your scheduling. And when I'm full on in a microdose protocol, I'm 5 days on, 200 milligram of a pure. I don't do stacked. Mostly because niacin and I do not get along. When they put a niacin in the pill, and I'm sure the lion's mane is helping me if it's in there. So I wouldn't ignore lion's mane. But I haven't seen a great deal of difference. So I just take a pure 200 milligram, and my particular microdoses, I use very good grade dry shrooms ground up. I don't do the cheapy, or I don't do the lousy shrooms that I have left over or anything. I'll pick really good ones to grind. And then I also, and if you're know a lot, your pins, the little pinners that are tough to, after they dry up and they're not going to look great in a bag and stuff. I like my little pins. Excuse me. The little pinners and the aborts. I'll use a lot of those and grind those up. So 200 milligram, 1 in the morning before I get started with my day. I'll have a juice drink afterwards. And I'll do that for 5 days in a row. And then I'll take 5 days off. And then I'll do another 5. And I'll do that for 6 increments. So 6 times 5, 30 capsules over 5 times 6 over 30 days. Or whatever it is. And that'll be my protocol. And then I won't microdose for about a month. I'll leave it alone and I'll be integrating. And my integrating takes the form of new thinking and practicing and spending time in nature, doing a lot of walking connected to nature. And that's when I'm not in the microdose protocol. So nature's microdosing me at that time. I hope that helped, K-Mama. But for me, I'm just reading your comments here. Some great comments. Yes, K-Mama, that's what I do. K-Mama, I understand that. The pill's not going to fix you, but it's going to open your mind for the fix. It's going to make you more aware, more compassionate, especially of yourself, more forgiving, especially of yourself, more understanding of others. Your whole world brightens. And now it's time, now you're in a better headspace to see new ways of thinking, incorporate those into your lifestyle. And as everybody here knows, mine includes the 4 agreements. It completely changed my need for religion, my need to have some kind of a dogma controlling my thought process. It got rid of it all. Let's get into the 4 agreements. We're working on the 4th agreement today. Page. They're harder to find. They keep getting harder and harder to find. They're getting harder and harder to find. Hags is working the book. Isn't it beautiful, Hags? I bet your mom's like... Hags, personal question. In front of everybody. Is mom's liking you more? I mean, I think you're liking yourself more. I should ask that first. But I'm going to take that as a given. But is it helping your relationship? Not that it was ever bad. I'm not even assuming that. But is it better? Most certainly on both accounts. You're such a good guy. Such a neat man. Most certainly. It's hard for our significant other to dislike us more if we're working on ourselves in a positive way and we're impacting them with more compassion and love than we've ever treated them before. They're just going to say, go get the book. And what's fun, like I told you guys a couple of days ago, is when you're both practicing and one can turn to the other and say, in kindness, in a kind and completely sweet way, honey, are you starting to take this personal? Because I didn't mean it that way. And go, oh yeah, I guess I am. There I'm slipping into an old pattern. And I'll go back to UK Mama. I wouldn't have been able to even recognize my old patterns had I not started microdosing. That gave me the recognition ability. Then I had to have the willingness to practice every day a new way of living, a new way of thinking. There was a man who wanted to transcend his suffering, so he went to a Buddhist temple to find a master to help him. He went to the master and he asked, Master, if I meditate 4 hours a day, how long will it take me to transcend? The master looked at him and said, if you meditate 4 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in about 10 years. Thinking he could do better, the man said, oh, master, what if I meditated 8 hours a day? Then how long would it take me to transcend? The master looked at him and said, if you meditate 8 hours a day, perhaps you will transcend in 20 years. But why will it take me longer if I meditate more? The man asked. The master replied, you are not here to sacrifice your joy in life. You are here to live and to be happy and to love. If you can do your best in 2 hours of meditation, but you spend 8 hours instead, you will grow tired, miss the point, and you won't enjoy your life. Do your best. And perhaps you will learn that no matter how long you meditate, you can live, love, and be happy. All it takes is doing your best. It doesn't take extreme sacrifices. It doesn't take long-term processes. It just takes each time you're going to do something, do your best. Do your best being impeccable today. Do your best not taking things personal today. Do your best not making assumptions today. Notice I ended every one of those sentences with today. You will find over time that your best gets better. Look at the guys in the gymnasium. They go to the gym, they pump a little, they do some reps. They go home, they come back the next day, do some more reps. Go home, come back the next day, do some more reps. At the end of a month, they got a little bit of muscle growth and they can see it in the mirror. But they didn't see it because they did it on one day. They did it because they were being consistent. You will see growth in consistency. That's where growth comes from. Doing your best, you're going to live your life intensely. Give me 5 people that think Pops is a little intense. Just a little. It used to be something that people would accuse me of. And I would take it personal. People that knew me, people that worked for me, people that worked with me, people that hung around me, they were like, boy, you're intense. And this is an older Pops, not the one you guys get to see every day today. The older one. Oh man, I'm just constantly intense. I gotta win, run fast, win more. Just intense. And people outside of me would see it, but I didn't see it in myself. And it would piss me off when someone would tell me that. I am not intense. Really? I'm laid back and mellow. Don't you? Come on. Really? I was never accused of being mellow. Never. No, in my whole life growing up, all the way till now, no one's ever looked at me and said, you're as zenned out as a Dalai Lama. And someone said it here, a comment that just scrolled by, and it's beautiful. Thank you. I feel like I've got a pretty darn good balance today. My balance is just getting right there. I can still spike intense, but I also see it, I feel it, and I catch it more before it happens. I don't want to be intense, but I want to live intensely. The things that I choose to live. Let me tell you what some of those are. I want to give intensely. I want to grow mushrooms intensely. So I do. I want to love intensely. I want to build a micro community intensely. I want to teach the 4 agreements to people and hope that they can start practicing them because of how it's changed me. And that's an intense desire of mine. But I have it more tempered today. What's tempering me? What tempers Pops? I'll tell you, I know what it is. What keeps Pop under control? Not being too intense anymore. Practicing kindness as I understand it. I need to be kind to myself and not too intense. And I need to be kind to you and not be too intense. So kindness tempers my intensity. Am I being kind right now, or am I just riding hard? Am I pushing when I should be leading? Doing your best, you're going to live life intensely. You're going to be productive. Give me 5 people, I'm bragging, but I earn it because I do it every day. Give me 5 people that think that the Detroit Mush Lab is productive. It's very consistent. You can reach out to me at any time and I always have something. I'm extremely productive. I started out doing this and this and this. Every time, each stage developing, I did my best. I love being productive. I love being able to tell myself first that I'm productive and then use my productivity as an example for others. You're going to be productive and you're going to be good to yourself. Why? Because you will be giving yourself to your family, to your community, and to everything. But it is action that is going to make you feel intensely happy. Action. I could sit on my couch all day long, intense in my brain, plan all of these productive activities, but if I don't get off the couch and go to the grow house and put the time in there, I'm not going to be producing anything. It takes action. You don't get to sit around, microdose, take a magic pill, and everything changes. It's not the way it works. You have to do stuff. Now that stuff is stuff you get to choose because it's based off of your skills, your talents, excuse me, your passions. Know what they are, figure them out, and live intensely. Action is going to make you feel intensely happy. When you always do your best, it's because you're taking action. Doing your best is taking action. Now here's a key. I've had situations where I was taking action, but it wasn't because I wanted to. Somebody was making me. My job required it, whatever. Outside forces were influencing my actions rather than my own desire. That action doesn't give you nearly as much of a reward. Doing your best is taking the action because you love it, not because you're expecting a reward. So key. Giving and expecting something back doesn't mean you gave. It means you're trading. You're just a trader. Nothing wrong with trading, but that's what you're doing. You're not giving, you're just trading. When you give without expecting anything in return, that's as great a gift as you can give. You give and you look the other way, and it's no longer yours. You're no longer responsible for what happens. You don't even expect a thank you back. And it's hard because we were always taught we're supposed to write a thank you card. So that means if I'm giving, I should be able to wait. Okay, I gave 4 things away. I should be getting 4 cards. I should be getting 4 thank you cards, man. My mailbox should be full. So in other words, I was giving it so I could get something in my mailbox. That's not giving. That's trading. Give me 5 people that understand that. Seriously. And we do that. We give something, kind of sit back and wait to see if they're going to say thank you or not, or they're going to give you something too, or what's it under my Christmas tree? And it's not our fault for thinking that way up front. It's the way society programmed us. We truly were. In a subliminal way, we were programmed to that. Recognize that and understand next time you give, do it freely. Do it passionately. Do it intensely because it's who you want to be. Watch how good it feels. Most people do the exact opposite. They only take action when they expect a reward. And they don't even enjoy the action. Damn it, I gotta go to the store and get a present for someone. It's gotta be in the mail by tomorrow. Darn it. Gotta wrap it too. Don't send it. Don't pollute the gift. Don't pollute the gift. Don't pollute yourself. Go do something that you really want to do instead. Nobody needs that gift. You certainly don't need to send it. And I'm not just talking about material things. Most people don't even enjoy the action. That's why they don't do their best. For example, most people go to work every day just thinking of payday and the money they'll get from the work they're doing. They can hardly wait for Friday or Saturday, whatever day they receive their money, so they can take time off. They're working for the reward, and as a result, they resist work. Then try to avoid the action, and it becomes more difficult, and you don't do your best. If you're at work doing your best, I can guarantee you the rewards will come. How many of you have been in management positions in your life? Lots of us. You recognize the difference in that employee. There's one that's working hard because they like what they do, and they're working not for the payday on Friday, but they're doing it because they're trying to do their best today. I can see it. And then I see Joe Blow over there, and Joe Blow just can't wait till Friday, snatches the pay envelope, and he's gone, and he may not even come in on Monday. Now I'm the manager. A new position opens up with a raise. Now, it might have took a year for the new position to open up. But when it did, or does, who am I going to promote? Employee A or Joe Blow? Pretty much employee A. That's a pretty obvious answer. The rewards will come. If you're doing your best to get really good at it, you may find another place that'll pay you more because you're really good at it now. But you didn't get really good at it so you could get paid more. You got really good at it because that's what you wanted to do. And you're going to get a reward later as a result. We're such a result-oriented society that we do stuff. We've domesticated ourselves to do stuff so we can get stuff. We do stuff so we can get stuff. They work so hard all week long, suffering the work, suffering the action, not because they like to, but they feel they have to. They have to work because they have to pay the rent, because they have to support the family. And then they have all that frustration. And even when they do receive their money, they're not happy. They have 2 days to rest and do what they want to do. And so what do? They try to escape. They get drunk because they don't like themselves. They don't like their life. There's all kinds of other ways we escape because you don't like it. They don't like their life. Deep down inside, they're not doing their best. How could you not love your life if every day, one day at a time, you're doing your best? No matter what it is. It's like I'm on cloud nine when I do good stuff, when I do my best. That's why they tell us we can live in hell on earth. Hell all around us, and I'm in heaven on earth because I'm doing good. I'm doing my best. Because I'm patting myself on the back every day and saying, good job, Pops. Keep it up. Keep growing. On the other hand, if you take action just for the sake of doing it, without expecting a reward, you'll find out you enjoy every action you do. It's so basic, you guys. This philosophy, I'll call it, is so basic. If I'm doing my best, I'm going to like everything I do. Can you imagine living a life where you just like, look, man, I like this. Hey, this is great, man. Oh, this thing, let's do it. This is great. We got to walk around having an immensely joy-filled, productive life because we're doing our best. And we always get the backup. It's not going to be the best it's not going to be the same every day. I know that. My best, maybe yesterday might have been a little bit better than today. And there's reason, but today I'm doing my best. And there's no judgment. Rewards will come, but you're not attached to the reward. That's the biggest thing. Am I attached to a reward? Am I doing this for a reward? Am I doing this because I expect something in return? Ask yourself that. Perfect example. A little cheesy. But you're on your way home. You see the guy on the corner selling flowers, bunches of flowers. You think, man, this would be really nice. I'll give my wife a bunch of flowers. And on the way home, you got the flowers in the, sitting in the passenger seat, and you're driving home. You got a smile on your face. You go, I know this is going to make her happy. That's pretty good right there. I would stop right there. But you know what an old pops would do? Sure hope this gets me laid. So I'm trading flowers for sex. Or an expectation of sex. And then when I don't get the sex, she's a bitch. Really? You're whack, dude. Why'd you even stop and get the flowers? Well, because I expected a reward. You ever done that? Give me 5 guys that have done that. Besides Jesus Christ. Give me 5 guys that have done that. I'm not talking necessarily for sex, but you wanted something. You know, you were going to get a little something back. Because you brought the flowers home. Tell the truth. And if it wasn't flowers, it was something else. I don't know. But you're giving for an expectation, direct expectation from your significant other. I'm not alone in it. Trust me, I know. Imagine just giving those flowers to her, giving her the biggest smooch on the cheek, and just telling her you love her, and then go out and do the yard work. I wonder if she's going to love you more or less. Rewards will come, but not if you're attached to the reward. Guilty is charged, right, Waz? Both of us. You can even get more than you would have imagined for yourself without expecting a reward. I use the word harvest a lot instead of a reward. And I don't just mean a plant harvest. I mean an emotional harvest. Joe Dees wrote to me yesterday a beautiful letter. He was thanking me for the gift that we were sending. I didn't expect that from him. It was the last thing in the world. Not that I think something Joe wouldn't do, but I just wasn't expecting it. But I go to open up my email and I'm going to get an address so I can send off the gift, and that's beautiful. That's all I wanted. And there's this harvest for me. Completely unexpected. It tastes so much better when you don't expect it. You will get multiple harvests over the course of your giving that you would never have expected. I referenced that video you guys sent me of all of you saying the most beautiful things. That was a harvest, a bumper crop, a harvest out of nowhere. Like the universe just rained a harvest on my head. And one that I wallow in. One that I could bathe in. We get harvests when we don't expect them. If we're planting well. If we like what we do, if we always do our best, then we're really enjoying life. We are having fun. We don't get bored, and we don't have frustrations. When you do your best, this one is key to me. My judge lived in me. Spent a lot of time telling me what a piece of shit, a piece of crap I was. He did. And then the victim side of me agreed. Yeah, you're right. I deserve to get kicked. Yep, I deserve a bad turn. I really am. Crappy, sir. That guy doesn't have... He is... It's amazing how someone that could have a judge that lived with them so harshly for so long can make it go away. Poof. Your judge lives with you for so long that you don't even know he's there anymore. But you'll listen to him. When you do your best, you don't give the judge the opportunity to find you guilty or to blame you. How could you find me guilty? How could you blame me if I just did my best? And that was my best. You want to blame me? You want to find me guilty? That's a you problem. I just did my best. And if I do that consistently, Oh, wait for Superman. He's coming. If you have done your best, and the judge tries to judge you according to the book of law, you've got your answer. Sir, I did my best. Let me ask you a quick question. You have children. And you know when they're doing good. You know when they're sloughing off. And you know when, even if they didn't pull it all the way through, you know they did their best. What do? Do you hug them and tell them, baby, it's okay, you did your best? Or do you shove them and tell them they're a loser because they didn't get it all the way? Which one do you do to your kids? Well, what would a good parent do? When we see our kids do their best, we get little warm fuzzies. And it doesn't even matter what it is or how they did. We're just like, oh man, I'm so proud of them. They did their best. I have a niece that was in a competition. Out of 20 people, she came in 11th last week. She did her best. Let me explain. She's 12 years old, and she was in a CrossFit competition with grown-ups. And she came in 11th out of 20. You should see the videos of her. My sister's sharing them. So proud of her. So over the moon of and me, I'm so proud of my grandniece. I can't believe it. She's so wonderful. And she came in 11th. Did her best. And you could see it on her face. Proud of herself. Whole family proud of her. And it wasn't because of where she placed. It was because of how well she did. There are no regrets when you do your best. That's why we always do our best. It's not an easy agreement to keep. But this agreement will set you free. There's a little bit more to this. We'll pick it up next week. I can't state enough how important it is just to do your best. And what are we working on? 3 things I want to do my best. I want to be impeccable, both with my word and my action. I don't want to take things personal. I want to get better and better and better at that every day. And today I'll do my best at it. And I don't want to make assumptions. I want to have clear, honest communication and not be afraid to say no when I mean no. Yes when I mean yes. And keep my word. Those are the things I want to do my best. And then as I get better, there's other things in my life I want to do my best. I want to be a better best friend. I want to be a better farmer. I want to do things my best. And as I do them, my whole life is transformed. And back to where we started the show this morning, microdosing gave me the original opportunity. It gave me a new brainwave. It connected things that had either died or were never connected in the first place. And I had an openness and a willingness that I'd never had before. To absorb new ideas, discard the ones that are full of crap and came from the world and have no value. Fire the judge. Microdosing gave me the ability to fire my judge. So let me read a couple of comments here. Something was going on with, I didn't see what happened there with Derek. But Derek was saying something. Derek, I'm sorry I missed whatever was going on there. Okay. I can't scroll all the way back, but... Joe D's. Married Michael. Have a great weekend, you guys. Thank you for letting me be here today. Thank you for listening to me. I mean that. You guys are my harvest every day. Having this program is a harvest. Having this program, and we're watching our harvest grow. I want you guys to have a wonderful, beautiful weekend, and keep practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Practice the 4 agreements, and practice giving, and practice kindness. Don't expect a reward, but I can promise you the universe, it is a universal spiritual principle. Nobody's going to explain it to me. Not even Kim, the physics professor, can explain why. If I continue to be kind, I'll continue to receive harvests that I never expected before. And since I know that, and I really like harvests, I'm going to keep doing my best. Jesus Christ and Joe D's and Aaron. Sammy P. Joe D's. Cleany. Happy birthday once again, Cleans. Michael Allen, thank you. Lynette. You know what? Your best isn't always going to be the same, Lynette. You're right. Mr. Phillips and Sanum. HB and K Mama and Joe D's and Aaron. And Brian C. and Catzilla. And Nipper, have a beautiful weekend. No expectations. Michael Allen, Married Michael. Buddy Bud. Clean Grow, Married Michael, Jeffrey Hamon. HB and Anthony T. HB Cleany. K Mama. Hags, snapping on my good friend. Congratulations, give moms a hug from me, Haggy. Jesus Christ and Clean Grow and Joey D's and Herbs and Michael Allen and Jesus Christ and Carney the Carnivorous Carnivorton. Carney, happy birthday Sunday. Derek Anderson, Marky Z, Jimmy Max to the max. Fifi, you make my morning productive because I'm here. Brian C, Aaron Glassick, Married Michael Pidgey Page, Streety, there's my streetster. Kimberly, the Golden Bolden, also known as the International Kindness Ambassador. Aaron, Wizzy the Wazzy Wasserton. Clean Grow, Joe D's, Married Michael, Notorious. Carney the Carnivorous Carnivorton. Jeffrey Hamon, Too Little Aaron. Jeffrey and Marky and Ginny and Michael Shanti Patterson. Jesus Christ. I like that. So Shanti. I like that. Jesus Christ, Michael Allen Lynette. There's a nice lady. Aaron, Herbie One, Werby Broken, Furby Kabop. Herbs, thanks for moderating and doing all the things you do for us. You too, Derek Anderson. We don't say thank you to you two enough. Carnivorous, Niffy, Carnivorous and Streety. Pops, Peace, Give, and practice kindness. I'll see you guys here this coming Monday. Pops out.